Hello to my wonderful team Libra. I don't know why I said it like that, but we're gonna roll it. We'll roll with it. So this is Into the Infinite. I'm Charlie, and most importantly, I'm really grateful that you're here. So let's dive right in, shall we? This is a new spread. I wanted to add some timeless guidance to the channel for folks, and so I'm channeling that through burning questions designed to help you creatively speaking, regeneratively speaking, generatively speaking, all of that good stuff. So the first question that we're dealing with is, where is my creative inspiration hiding? Seems like a counterintuitive question to ask because it sort of externalizes inspiration when it kind of comes from within, right? But this has really been this beautiful spread that has come together that for the other signs has shown where, like, what the blocks are that are being shifted and moved around. And it's really in unlikely places we find inspiration, is what I'm seeing so far. So with that being said, Libra, let's get right to it, shall we? So I would like to invite the angels, my guardian angels, my spirit guides, protectors, teachers, and their healing energy to this space. And I ask that it is a safe space that allows for the fullest expression of our light, humanity, ascension, and healing. All right, let's do this. So this is the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle by Kelly Sullivan Walden. And let's dive right in, shall we? Whoa. Okay, that's a few, but all of them? Yes, okay. Ooh. Got some goosebumps on that one, Libra. Ocean of emotion. Find a safe place to express your true feelings. We also have make the grade with flying colors. Remember, you signed up for this. I almost feel like these are like one and the same energy. Like it's almost like it, like the drain, like on a hot tub or at the bottom of a pool, like the bubbles going up, just so you can see what I see. It's like, yeah, like you signed up for this, and that's sort of the portal that's spawning all of these emotions coming forward. And then plant seeds of intention, go, grow, and glow, which is some pretty amazing earth energy there. So you may have earth in your chart in a prominent place that's like active or loud for you right now. But we'll see. We'll get into the spread. 222 was just on the time. So I'm clarifying with the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. Yeah, maybe this is a call for you to rest a little bit, eh? My Libra friends. Spirit, can I get some guidance here? Where inspiration is hiding for my wonderful Libra Creative Collective, please, and thank you so much. I feel like things are coming at you really quickly. And you're not sure how to feel about it. Ocean of emotion. We're just going to do that right there because that's exactly how there's emotions coming at you quickly, and it's, I feel like there's a way that you're not trusting them or yourself. So it's kind of leaving you feeling like you're out in the cold with yourself, though. Like this is details of the question, like where's your creative inspiration hiding? Well, these are the details that are informing where you are right now. That's what this position in the spread means, right? So it's like where you are with the question is like you're blocking emotions, and then you're upset that you're not feeling anything. Is what I'm seeing here. It's like there's like a block, like there's resistance that's been at play here. And it can even just be small resistance, like doubting things, and that makes you doubt your emotions because, hope and is central to manifesting things for ourselves, right? And that too is an emotion, right? That too is a sensation. So it's like this hope that you're kind of blocking. Spirit, can I get some more messages and guidance for my wonderful Libra pals here, the Creative Collective for Libra? I almost feel like it doesn't feel like you're fulfilled unless you have to work your ass off for it. Like it doesn't feel fulfilling unless there's like some kind of like conflict with it. Like there's a way that there's like conflict that's attached to, like, if it's hard, then it means it's valuable for you, Libra. Yeah, like if it's hard, it means it's like valuable. I think though that you're being called to move away from this just based on the 5 of Pentacles. And it could be that this sort of blocking emotions, even just little bits and pieces, and compartmentalizing is part of that. Yes, if you're in a leadership position, you have to do that, right? You may have to, like, time and place, pick your battles, right? But I'm feeling like blocking emotions or resisting right now, at the very least, is leading to this kind of conflict that's preventing you from seeing what you value very clearly. Because it's almost like all of these wands can be put down and they can stop fighting and take a look right over here. Because, like, all the satisfaction in the world is right here. And what I love about Pentacle energy is that it's very, like, I've just been getting this, like, sensuality vibe. This, like, sensuality vibe because of the emotion, but then also this too. Like, this to me is very sensual earth energy, like Venus Empress energy. Like, being in touch with that and being in that place is going to be really important for you, which could be something to do with the sun in Taurus time in April 19th, right? That could be something that you're leaning towards or looking at. Yeah, like there's like, and I think it's like embodied sensuality as a way of knowing, like, I'm a chunk of air in my chart. So, like, knowing for me can come from a number of different ways, but the embodied part, that, like, grounded earth energy, like, I have more air and fire. So I know that that's something I have to work to integrate, but I just feel like this, like, beautiful sensuality. And I don't know if that's what you need to step into, even if it's just directed at yourself, right? Even if it's just directed at you. It could be the way that you're nurturing yourself, right? And sensuality doesn't necessarily mean sexuality. Like, they can be related, like they can lead to one another. Like, that's always fun. But there's something else to it in the way that we are embodied ourselves before we ever, bring sex into the picture. For example, like savoring a warm shower or a bath with, like, oils that smell delicious, that just, like, it just makes you like, oh, like, you sink into yourself in a way that's like relief, but it, like, stokes a passion that, like, if it was with another person, it might be like a kind of arousal. I'm not explaining this well. I know, but there's a way that embodied sensuality as a way of knowing is one of the ways that you can connect to emotions and how you're feeling, because when you're in your body, it's very hard to ignore your feelings. It's very hard to ignore them. And I'm just getting this, like, urgency, like, you need to recognize them. Like, you need to, yeah, like, oh, these were together. The Empress showed up. Yeah. Shoot, Libra. Venus energy. Yeah, this, like, this sensuality, like this, I don't know, like, have you ever tried a strawberry right from the field, but, like, you took it home and you wanted to have, like, chocolate with it or something like that, not in a sexual way, although I do wonder if there's a relationship that's not on its way for you, where this kind of embodied knowing is going to be important. But it's also, I think that this embodied sensuality is, like, it's a sense of security too, because it's a stability in where you are and in who you are and in, like, the way that you stand in your own body and yourself. I don't know why this is coming through so strongly, Libra. The Lovers is here, Gemini, there's Virgo. So there's, like, let me do this here. So what came out here, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Wands. This could mean that there's, like, the time is, I'm getting, like, this can mean divine timing. The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter energy, so it can mean, like, an expansion. And I think that this is sort of like an expansion of an aspect of yourself. And this Wheel of Fortune is also, because it is Jupiter energy, it's also Saturn, it's also Sagittarius and ninth house energy. I think it's like that embodied knowing as a form of higher learning is what I just got. Woo, I got chills on that one, Libra. What? And I think that that's what's making, I think, like, that's what's making love more accessible to you. But, like, the kind of committed love, it's almost like this Venus energy that I'm reading from this, there's some kind of shift happening. And it's like, it's making you feel less like, like there's not this depth to emotion. Like the ocean is so bottomless when we think about how much of it we haven't explored yet, right? But I feel like you're realizing that there's like a place where all of this emotion is coming from, and that you maybe signed up for this number one. So this could be past life. It would not surprise me if Judgment or Six of Cups came out. Truly. The plant seeds of intention here, though, this is sort of, Empress and Venus energy, right? The seeds of intention, like what is it that you're wanting to plant, and what is it that why? Like what is it that you're wanting this for? Not necessarily to do, but like if you just want something and you have no idea how it would fit into your life, you have no knowing of how it would work for you, then it's just kind of like a King of Cups in reverse, where you're just disconnected from yourself emotionally, but you're upset about it and feeling like you're left out in the cold. So it's causing all of this internal conflict when what you value is like right there. The Ten of Cups or Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Swords or Five of Wands, sorry. What you want is like right there, but you can be focused so much on the conflict instead. And I feel like there is something coming in, and it could be that this like long-term commitment is sustained by this, and long-term commitment can be love and romance. I mean, the abundance of Venus here is like, what? Lovers too, so that's Gemini. Could be a Gemini. This could also be something that you have to communicate with yourself about, and that you kind of have to, like, it's like third house vibes. Like you may need to, like, how have you been articulating this? Like, and I think embodied knowing, I keep going back to that, because there's like a sensuality to it that is like when you connect to your body, it's not just about like I'm hungry, so I will eat. It's about like what brings me pleasures that aren't necessarily sexual in nature, but that like if you were to be in a long-term commitment of any kind, how would you know 10 years from now what pleasure would feel like, when like the initial rush of like Knight of Wands and Ace of Wands is like, it's not disappeared, it just shifts, right? So it becomes something that's more Empress than it does, or than it is something that charges forward in that Wands energy. Weird. This is interesting. Libra, I don't know. This is such a fascinating reading to me. So like, I think that what you want, like the answer that you want is, you want what you want and you want it now. I mean, don't we all? I'm seeing that there's like a need to kind of free yourself. It's almost like you've turned away. I'm just going to put this here, like as a sort of adjacent thought. So the Hermit came out, clarified by the Hangman and the Knight of Swords. And I almost think that now that you're clear, you're coming through to like take this Hanged Man energy out, like to cut it out and be like, whoa, we're not waiting anymore. Because the way it showed up, so this showed up as like almost turned away, like the Hermit was turned away from all of this. And it's almost like that you thought was the wise path. Because if we're just connected to passion in our lives and disconnected from sensuality, the sensuality is kind of the long-term commitment piece to anything that we do. So that can be passion related, but 1333 was just on the time. So it's like you can be passionate, but it's almost like that was what you thought was the wise choice. So it's like you're disconnecting from that and reconnecting to this really beautiful energy. Like I feel like we don't talk enough about things like sensuality, and I'm sure I've said it so many times, like the word itself in this reading, but it's sort of what adds the long-term richness to passion and makes it sustainable in the long term. And I keep looking at the Four of Wands here as like long-term commitment and contract. So I don't know, this is really interesting to me, Libra. Yeah, you know the difference. It allows you to recognize the difference between a Knight of Wands and like a Nine of Pentacles, which is pre-Empress energy. Even the lesser version of the Empress is still a more passionate and powerful energy than a Knight of Wands, right? So just consider that. Spirit, can I get some creative collective messages here for Libra? Like where their inspiration is hiding relative to this beautiful sensuality. King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands, Six of Swords. Oh, Libra. So I feel like you are moving away. So I had the Chariot energy here. I put it separate, so kind of splitting this up here. So this is like the epiphany that you're having is that you're like, oh, right. I'm really clear on this now. And you're aware of what you're wanting to move towards. That's the wisdom that's been one of your teachers. So you're moving towards this new way of doing things. And you're kind of, it's like this push-pull. Like you're torn between feeling like you can't have it all. Oh, Libra, no. Mm-mm. No. Like believing like you can't have it all, or like this Ace of Wands to the Six of Swords to the Ace of Cups to the Strength card. It's like this push-pull. Like you're like, ugh, you want to move away from passion and you feel like you're moving towards love, but it's like you're kind of like wrestling with this here a bit when it's just as simple as being embodied. But I think too that there's a way that this has made you feel like you have to like either or, like it's either love or it's passion, or it's, you know, sex or it's emotions, or it's like this binary of that's really constricted you and confined you. And it's almost like I get this as like you don't trust your passions. You don't trust what makes you passionate because it's kind of screwed you before. Like you've had to, like, this is the Six of Swords to me in this instance is like leaving with everything. Like you only have what you can carry. And that is like, it's almost like you were left with that little after something happened. And that's where it's like, you don't trust this energy for yourself. Oof, Libra. But like there is, I think that it is really, it's the passion is part of love. The passion is part of love. And it's not like it's going to run away. Like, you know, it's not a blaze that's going to consume everything in sight. So Libra, just remember that. Yeah, Devil and Ace of Cups. Like that's almost like how you've seen love in the past is like, well, I can have this, but it usually comes with a friend. And that's wild to me, Libra. What do we got here? Creative Collective for Libra. Spirit, can you give me some messages here guiding me? What does Libra need to know in terms of this push-pull, moving through it, integrating its wisdom, and how that can be in service to creative inspiration for them? Being in love or work. A little bit defensive. Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords. A little bit defensive, which is okay. That's, you know, yeah, Ten of Swords. I think that you are kind of stepping back from it and going, well, let me pull back here. I'm going to dial it back for a second, right? Because you're making a decision. You're making a choice to let go of what wasn't working before, which is excellent energy, Libra. That's how I'm kind of reading this for you. Ten of Cups. So I think you are choosing happiness, but you're worried maybe that you're going to be bored with it. Like if something is too good, can we trust it if it doesn't come with chaos, right? Because there's this idea that there's like value, there's an over-identification of the thought that, or an over-identification with the thought or belief from family that you have to, it's like an inherited trauma or trait or pattern that like you have to work hard and there has to be some degree of chaos in order for it to be trustworthy, right? So it's like you're looking at this, you're looking at this Ten of Cups and going, that's nice, but I know better. And really it's just leaving you empty. It's leaving you feeling empty. Spirit, can I get some more messages here just to close this out for my wonderful Libra, to give them that final bit of guidance? What to do? King of Cups, get in touch with how you feel. As an air sign, I can say that is somewhat difficult sometimes, right? Because there's like this intellectualization about it. But the King of Cups showed up in reverse at the beginning, right? And now the King of Cups is showing up in the upright. I think this is you at the end of this. Like this is you stepping into that emotional awareness and that kind of embodied awareness, making peace with the fact that you can actually have what you want. You're making a judgment call here, and it's a really good one for you. You're making a judgment call about the work that's required. Yeah, Queen of Swords. And I think it's the clarity. You're gaining clarity here. Libra, this is great. I don't know what the hell that little aside was about embodied sensuality, but I was blushing up a storm over here. Knight of Cups could be to do with this, perhaps. I think that this brings in a little spot of love for you, but I think that I think too that like the Knight of Cups is like affection, and it's affection that kind of marries passion and love and this like this way of Queen of Cups, divine counterparts. Doot, doot. I think it's a way of seeing love and working with. The way I see this, just several thoughts are going through my head now. This is sort of like the Knight of Cups within you, and you're really integrating these two sort of different ways of being where you are resisting emotion and then also welcoming it in, and it's kind of coming together so that it's like this sweet offer of love that you're able to give to others, but also that you're able to recognize that you want, right? Because Cups energy is emotion, but it's also, desire is I think the combination of Wands and Cups, right? So it's sort of this like marrying of two seemingly disparate energies. I keep thinking about marriage because of the Four of Wands up here. Can you tell me a little bit about that, Spirit? Just, okay. So we have the Three of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Devil, the Seven of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. I mean, that sounds like there's a reason why you may have not wanted to do it, or there may be a reason why that could have been. It could have been that a divorce. So three of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Devil energy, Ten of Wands, and Seven of Cups. It's almost like I get with I asked about the Four of Wands, and this is almost like a divorce that made you really, it kind of sent you packing, and you just threw yourself into work, Eight of Pentacles. And you saw passion, you saw Wands energy as a burden that was just like a stupid temptation that was like a deviation from the path, Seven of Cups. So it was like, it was a distraction more than anything else. I just want to get one healing message here about moving forward with this. Is it this embodied sensuality? How can Libra move forward here, Spirit? 2222 on the time. Somebody's starting new. Yeah, somebody's starting new. Spirit, what have you got for me for Libra, please? And thank you so much. My creative collective. Death. I think this is something that you are moving through. Death, Hanged Man, Moon, High Priestess, shit, Hermit, the Fool. Wow. Okay. Libra. I feel like so many thoughts are going through my mind right now. This is, I feel like Spirit is like giddy for you. Like there's a giddiness, like it's like you're giddy excited. And I feel like it's this transformation that's taking place where you're understanding there's like a little bit, it seemed like it was like love had eluded you. Love had eluded you. And you were not really all that upset about it. Like, I don't get the impression that you were that upset, but I think the transformation is taking place when you just kind of give in and surrender to the journey a little bit more, because this is kind of who you are right now. This is who you've become through your journey. So can A Course in Miracles says, what's real cannot be threatened. And I think that that's real High Priestess energy, to be honest, with this entire spread. Because it's like, what's real to you? What are you making more real? The monsters in the closet that came from a really horrible ending, or the possibilities of the Knight of Cups on either side of the King and Queen of Cups, right? And then the Hermit as well. So this is like, it's almost like this unlocks your 5D counterpart. And then the Fool shows up and you take the leap. Let me see if I can move that up closer. Yeah. So it's like the High Priestess was clarified by the Hermit and then the Fool. So it's almost like all of this stuff unlocks the partnership that you really want. If you're not interested in a relationship, this could just be ways that you've been burned at work, right? And it's allowing for this integration of not just this like King of Cups and Queen of Cups counterpart energy that's very 3D oriented. This is like 5D partnership that you've always wanted. And the Fool is like you giving into it, right? This is such beautiful surrender energy. She almost just looks like feeling the wind in your hair. Like if you're driving One of my friends, well, two of them, they're partners, they had, and I think they still do, have a Mustang. And I had ridden in it with them to sushi. I was like our sushi chariot. When we'd hang out a couple times and the convertible would be down, and it's just like, this was when I had long hair. This was pre-transition and all of that stuff. And it's just that joy of, your hair being a complete mess and you're just leaning into the breeze because it feels so good to feel the wind on your face. What is it, Libra, that makes you feel like the wind on your face? Plant those seeds. Plant those seeds. Okay, so I'm going to pull from the Miracles Now deck by Gabrielle Bernstein. I love that. I was like, Spirit, can you just give me a little guidance here? All major arcana. Thank you so much, Spirit. This is for my, I think I said it, I don't know. This is the Miracles Now deck by Gabrielle Bernstein. Spirit, can you just give me a couple messages here for my Libra Creative Collective? Thank you so much. I speak with confidence because the world needs my light. I like that. Do you know what you want, Libra? Are you unafraid to say it? Depending on what else you have in your chart, you may not be. But there is, I think, the world needs your light. What is it within you that unlocks that light for others? What is it about the way that you handle your inner world that unlocks that light for others, Libra? The world needs your light, and part of that is your joy. Let yourself have nice shit. Let yourself feel nice stuff. And this is the Notes on the Universe, or Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection deck by Mike Dooley. Spirit, can I please get some guidance here from this particular deck, just to close out this reading for Libra? Please and thank you so much. You glow, we beam. Libra, this is really great energy. Oh my gosh. In case anyone should ask, your heart isn't so large because of your wings. It's your wings that are so large because of your heart. Sometimes loving so much can be pretty heavy. Thanks for all you've shared, the universe. P.S. It's just another one of those nutty body algorithm things. You glow, we beam. I think that the world is a better place because you love in it, Libra. And I don't know which one of you needs to know that, but I think it's just a better place because you're loving in it. We have so much that we can learn from you and the way that you love, because it is a very unique way of loving. So I want to pull one more because I'm nosy. And I just love this beautiful energy. You will be surprised. Are you letting yourself be surprised? Are you in your Empress? Ask with love, and their answer may surprise you. Yet whatever their answer, be happy, and this may surprise them. Hi, it's love and I, the universe. You will be surprised. Oh, Libra, my heart is so full for you. I really like this reading for you. I hope that this was helpful. If it resonated, I have a huge smile on my face. You can't see it, but like, whoop, ear to ear. If this resonated, please like and subscribe. It helps me to continue to grow my channel and show up in wonderful ways to others in the YouTube algorithm. And also, I just really like giving this guidance and doing this work. So it really helps me continue to do it and to know that it resonates for you. So there. And there are other ways to connect with me throughout the week, throughout the months. So stay tuned to the channel for those. Check me out there. But if this is where we part, my dear Libra, I hope that you have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you so much for your energy and for your energy in this reading. It was really beautiful. I hope you have a great day.